I am your travel guide for today. Okay, let's let's drop that right off the bat. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. This is not scripted at all. I'm just doing some little voice over here on top of this clip, so you don't have to just listen to the music on the background. But hey, welcome to the video. Today I am going to Spain. Well, I did in the past anyway. But yeah, I started filming on the train. This is when I was heading to the airport, as you can probably guess. And yeah, I actually filmed like an intro for this video, but it was so terrible I just decided to scrap it. But anyway, this is the train, and here we go. This is the airport of Helsinki-Vantaa. And the plan here is to fly from Helsinki to first Brussels, where I had a transfer flight, and after that I flew to Seville. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later on. So yeah, this is some airport footage right here. Of course, it's good to have some water with you when you're traveling. And yeah, it was pretty empty, the airport at this time. I was there in the noon, I think it was. And here we are going to the plane. And I actually filmed some other plane here, but unfortunately that car was in front of the plane, so I couldn't film it more. That was sad. But anyway, traveling in a plane is not something I enjoy that much. I don't fear flying, but I just find it very uncomfortable. But of course, it is the easiest way to get from place to place, especially if you're traveling far. But yeah, this flight, the first flight was like 2.5 hours, I think, or 3 hours, something like that. And here we have arrived to Brussels. I didn't film in the plane a whole lot. This is the airport of Brussels, or Brussels Charleroi, or whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, it was actually really nice here in the outside area. And now there is time for the past me to speak a little bit. So we have arrived at Brussels, and yeah, looks pretty cool. It's full fucking summer out here, and I'm still wearing a jacket because I'm Finnish. So yeah, too Finnish for this shit. Yeah, there's people like fucking taking a picnic or whatever. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be or where I'm supposed to go. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice fucking mystery. We'll see if I can find out. And yes, in fact, I did find out, and I managed to get something to eat here. Of course, Burger King, because, I don't know, it was cheap compared to other restaurants in there. Of course, that was still not cheap, because airport prices. And here I was filming the tax-free store for, you know, just something to have on the background, because I wanted to speak a little bit here. So, yeah, this was actually my first time traveling alone. So it was definitely an experience, because for the first time I really had to like think where I need to go and where I need to be, because I had to take care of everything myself. There were other people with me in the destination, which is why I didn't talk in all of my clips that I filmed. There is only some clips where I was alone and I was filming, but you know, I wasn't like talking when there were other people around me. But yeah, for the first time I had to like make sure I was in the right place in the airport and all that, and it was pretty peaceful once you got everything figured out. But you know, it can be a little stressful for the first time, and I was doing that alone. But it was still nice. And here I was chilling on the airport for like 3 hours again, and I was reading Pika literature, as you can see here. But yeah, it was around 3.5 hours, I think, the time I had to wait there for the next flight, which we are going to right now. And yes, the next flight, of course, was to Seville, which was, I guess, my final destination at this time. But yeah, it was actually raining when I got to Seville, I'm so sorry. When I got to Seville, it was raining a lot, and this is why I didn't film that much when I got there. But yeah, you can't really see the rain here, but you can see it in the next clip. Yeah, it was raining quite a lot, and this was actually something that happened very often on this trip, especially for the first few days. It was really raining a lot, And that got me really annoyed because I was fearing that, because the forecast said that it would be raining for the entire week, and I was so annoyed by that. But thankfully it wasn't that bad. Only the first few days were like super rainy. And as I got to Seville, there are some clips here. It was really raining, but this, I don't even know where we were really. I was super tired. I just remember I wanted to sleep, and my clothes were all wet because of the rain. And even though I had an umbrella, but the umbrella was shit, by the way. It broke like right away. But anyway, I really like the architecture in Seville. All of the buildings were like so cool. As you can see in these clips, it's a really beautiful city. Even when it was raining, it was still really beautiful. And I wish I had more time to spend there, because we actually left for the countryside after the first day. Well, the next day this is the day I was still traveling, but the next day was still spent in Seville, but in the evening we left to the countryside, which I'm going to talk about more in a second. Here we were in a bar having some rum cola, and yeah, that was, I guess, nice after a long day of traveling. And the food here was really good, by the way. Not in this bar, but like in the city, it was really nice. And this is the Airbnb. I didn't film here a lot because, as I said, there were other people with me, but I still wanted to show this Airbnb. And later on I didn't film because I was staying in the house of some people, and you know, I didn't, of course, I didn't want to film, but I still decided to show that Airbnb anyway. This was the next day. It was a bit rainy in the morning, but yeah, here I'm walking with an umbrella. And yeah, so we had this day basically to see Seville. Here's some tower which was kind of randomly placed there. It was really interesting. I don't know what that tower is. I guess it's some office buildings or something like that. Here you can see it. Yeah, pretty cool, I guess, yeah. This is the river. I don't know what it's called, the river, but it's the river of Seville, and it's really beautiful. I love when cities have these types of rivers. Like, for example, in London there's the Thames River and all that stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, what can I say about this? I don't know. Here we have a very interesting ship, because this ship was advertised as the first ship that traveled around the world. And we got to see it here, as you can see. It was definitely interesting. Of course, this had been like renovated and all that, but thinking that people were sailing on this type of ship around the world, like imagine the environment, imagine what they had to like go through, because a lot of them died during these trips, of course, for many different reasons. And I can't even begin to imagine. It must have been really, really crazy. But it was also really crazy to see the ship. And you know, I kind of wish I could do a little sailing trip on a ship like this. Like, kind of pretend to be a One Piece character or something. I don't know. It was interesting, and I love this type of history stuff. And you know, seeing these for yourself is very different from seeing this in photos and videos. But yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say here. I feel like I said everything. Here you can see I don't know what it's called, but here they're like sleeping. The people that were traveling on the ship, they were sleeping here, and they had all their stuff here, all the food and everything. And yeah, imagine like many people here sleeping in this little room. I don't remember how many there were, but still, it's pretty crazy. And now we're out of the ship, and we are on this I don't remember what this place was called, but it was a nice little square here. And yeah, there were like horses there. They were driving horses around the city as well. Pretty crazy, I guess. I don't know. And there was also a flamenco dancer here. Felt like straight from the Dressrosa arc of One Piece, but I don't know why I keep making One Piece references. You probably haven't even seen it. But anyway, yeah, here's a big tree, very old tree. I don't remember how old it was, but it was really old. And this place was really nice. This was like Plaza de something, I don't something Espanol, I don't know. But the architecture was like also inspired by like, or well, influenced, I guess is a better word, by like Arab architecture and design, and it's really cool. I love this type of architecture and design. It's so cool to see. And this place was really nice. I wish I had more time to spend here. And there's also a nice fountain, and yeah, what can I say? It's a beautiful place. But yeah, my time in Seville had come to an end, and it was time to go to countryside Spain. And yeah, I'll talk about that in just a bit, but goodbye to Seville. It was a nice city we may or may not see again, and here we are in the countryside. Now, the village we stayed in, or well, where I stayed in and the people that were with me stayed as well, they don't live there anywhere, by the way, so I'm not doxing them. But it was a village called El Palmar, and yeah, here you can see a little bit of that, a very little bit of it. There's the sea, it was like right next to the sea, and it was cool. And here you can see it in the dark. I had to brighten this up a little bit. It looks very shit, the footage, but you can't see like anything. I still wanted to show something here. There's a little restaurant there. It was a really nice restaurant. We also went there, and yeah, that was it for the day. And now for the next day we went on a walk, and yeah, what can I say? It's nice.
Hello everybody, this is the beach, as you can see probably, and it's pretty late, so it's really dark and it's super windy as well, so I have to like, it's less windy when I turn here, so maybe I can speak a little bit. So yeah, this is El Palmar. It's pretty cool, honestly, although it's been very unlucky for me because it's been raining for pretty much the entire time I've been here. So this is the first real walk I've taken here. But yeah, this is the beach. It's pretty cool, honestly. I wish you could see more, and I wish I could see more, and I wish the wind was a bit better, but it's not. But we just have to live with it. And yeah, I hope I don't get wet when this fucking water tries to kill me. I don't know. But there you go. Of course, as an Attack on Titan fan, I have to point there and say, what if we kill our enemies over there? Will we finally be free? Or whatever the fuck he said. Doesn't sound very good when you consider that the other side is... If I would just go straight ahead, I would be in Morocco. So, I'm sorry Morocco. That was a joke. But anyway, I'll head back now so I don't fucking die. Because it's cold and it's windy. And but yeah, the reason I haven't been talking a whole lot in these clips is because there have been other people with me. And I don't want to talk in my stupid fucking YouTube vlog when there's people around, but now there's not, so I can speak. But that's why I have the editing software, so I can speak on top of those clips. I'll figure out something. You've already seen that though. But see you. Yeah.
Thank you, passed to me. I appreciate that. And before I left the beach, I filmed a little bit of the like actual village streets as well here. Once again, it's pretty dark, unfortunately, so it's hard to see. And yeah, but you know, I love these types of evening walks, even though it was rainy. Well, at this point it wasn't raining anymore, but as you can see, it had been raining for a little while. And yeah, but in the end, the whole village was pretty nice. I enjoyed that, but there were some other places I enjoyed a bit more, as we'll get to see in just a bit. This right here is a town called Conil, or Conil, I don't know how it's pronounced, but this was my favorite place on this trip. I really enjoyed this town right here. As you can see, it was again right next to the beach. Actually, the beach was connecting the village we stayed in, El Palomar, and Conil. So we actually could walk from El Palomar to Conil, and it was so nice because we did that. It was a really nice walk just on the beach. But yeah, what can I say? I don't know. It's a really beautiful town, and as you can get to see more in just a bit once we actually get into the town and stop walking on the beach here. But yes, this is absolutely a place I would love to visit again. I would love to live here for at least a little while. It's so nice, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. This park right here, I walked through this many times actually, because I really just loved it. I don't know why, it just really felt like a place I wanted to stay in more. I don't even know what to say here. It's just a really nice place. And yeah, here you can see a pretty nice view to the beach. And this was a day when it was really like super windy as well. And yeah, I still wanted to film here, and if I didn't mute this clip, you would only hear the wind. Because, well, yeah. It do be like that when you're on the coast. But yeah. Of course, I stayed there for many hours, so it got dark, and yeah. In a bit you'll hear me speak some live commentary here when I was there, so yeah, you can listen to me in just a little bit, but I don't know, man. I just keep repeating myself, but it's a really nice place. A really, really nice place.
Hello everybody. I'm currently in, as you know, in a town called Conil, and I'm currently on my way to the beach just to chill and look at the waves, I guess. It's really dark in here. It's only like 8:30, so oh wow, and it's windy as well. I wonder if you can hear anything. I'm sorry if you can't. But yeah, this is how this place looks. It's pretty cool. I actually really like this town. This is probably my favorite place I've been in on this trip. This town, if you ever for some reason come to countryside Spain, be sure to visit Conil. It's pretty cool. I'll actually, you're gonna see the waves just in a second, hopefully. If it's not too dark, I may have to like ride on it or something, I don't know. But anyway, you're gonna see it in just a bit. Here you can see the beach. I already showed this earlier, I guess. It was more sunny back then, but now it's very dark. There's nobody here. Nobody. It's actually kind of comfortable, honestly. But holy fuck, there's nobody. Not a single person in this place. What the hell? Where have I been? Where am I, bro? What the fuck? I would honestly love to live here. This is exactly my type of a place. This village right here. Wow. Look at that. The moon. Wow, it's pretty. You can even see some stars.
And before I left, here some little footage from this place again. But that beach right there, when I was walking, it was the best experience on this trip. Nobody was there. It was just me, and I was just walking. I don't know. It was super peaceful.
Good morning, everybody. I'm currently on a morning walk, and there's chicken that's screaming. Nice. Thank you, chicken. Anyway, I'm on a morning walk right now. It's looking really nice today. It's not raining. It's just sunny. A little bit windy, but I guess that's just how it is when you're on the coast. But anyway, yeah, I have no real plans for today except maybe go to see Gibraltar. I don't know if I even said that right, I'm so sorry. But that would be so nice. So you're probably gonna see some clips from there, hopefully. But right now, I am planning to... Okay, there's a car. I am planning to go get some breakfast. So apparently there's like a bakery or something like that, a cafe or whatever, that I'm trying to find my way to, so I can get something to eat. Yeah, see you guys later.
And yeah, as I said right there, today's plan was to go to Gibraltar. And this place right here is near a place called Tarifa. And what you can see like in the horizon, that's Africa. And that's Morocco right there. And it was crazy. But hey, here we are in Gibraltar now. And this was such an interesting place because as you probably know, or if you don't know, now you know, this place is like owned by Britain, and it's like really interesting because it's like a mix of Spain and Britain. It's really interesting because all of a sudden when we went there, all the signs and everything were suddenly in English, and they were using pounds here instead of euros. Actually, they used euros as well, but it was so bizarre, and people were speaking English, and it was crazy. But yeah, we went actually on this tour up the, I don't know, up the hill, up the mountain, whatever it is. And normally you would go on this kind of elevator lift thing, but it was in maintenance, I think, so we had to use this car to get there. But it was a really nice tour because we actually got to see him way more like this, and we actually got to know the tour guide was here to give us some information here. But now this place is very, very interesting because as you could probably see in that little thing I recorded at the beginning of this clip, there may be some some friends here, monkeys, yay. So this place right here is the only place in Europe where there are wild monkeys, and it's crazy, honestly. Like, look at them. This guy right here. Nice jump there. It was so weird, but so nice to see these monkeys. And that guy right there, I hope he's not mad that he ended up in my YouTube video. But this guy was our tour guide, and yeah, he was really experienced with the monkeys, as you can see right here. A really nice guy. He really told us a lot of really interesting things about this place and these monkeys as well. Yeah, they were everywhere, and they were like they weren't aggressive or anything like that. They were really well-behaved monkeys, but it was so weird to just see them just hanging around there and eating stuff. And I don't know, this is the only time I've seen wild monkeys, obviously. So it's so weird, but it's so interesting. I've only seen monkeys in like zoos, and it's very different to see them like jumping around and all of that. But yeah, the views were also really nice here, as you can see. Like, wow, the sea. Man, I wish I was there again. Ah, man, now I'm getting excited too watching the footage I recorded. Yeah, I love views like this. It's so cool, so cool. And here you can see the Gibraltar airport, which is actually one of the most dangerous airports in the world because it's so small. And yeah, I would not want to land there. And there's a cannon right here in case somebody attacks. I guess I don't even know if that cannon is working, or is it just, you know, a decoration or something like that. But you know, yeah. And here's some more of Gibraltar. This was like the main street, and yeah, as I said a while ago, it was a really interesting place. Like, seeing Spain and Spanish and British like culture like like get mashed together. It was interesting, definitely. But it was also really nice. We sadly didn't have that much time to spend here, only like a few hours. I wish I could have stayed for the entire day, because even though Gibraltar isn't like a big place, there's still a lot of things to see, I feel like, and I would have loved to see more. But you know, I'm still happy that I got to see what I got to see, and you know, I would, you know, I guess I could go there again at some point, you know, just to see a bit more. But you know, it's a place that I think you should definitely visit if you're like, if you for some reason visit southern Spain, you know. But yeah, this clip is coming to an end now, and we're moving to the next location, and this right here is a town called Vejer, and from here I didn't film that much. I don't know, at this point I felt like I just wanted to enjoy my trip and not record a whole lot. This was like the 5th day or something, I don't even remember, but it was getting like, you know, it was getting close to the end of the trip. But anyway, this is Vejer, and I guess it was a nice place. I still liked Conil a bit more, but you know, this was also a really beautiful town, and this was like built on a hill, as you can see right here. The views were amazing, again, obviously, as they tend to be in this area. But yeah, again, a place I could spend some more time in, I guess. And yeah, I don't really know what there is to say here. I feel like I've said everything I have to say. But you know, these types of villages in countryside Spain they're really cool. I feel like I've explored Spain more than I've explored Finland, like, which is pretty crazy to see, because I've been to Spain like 3 times in the mainland Spain, and then 2 times in the Canary Islands. I've just seen a lot of Spain, more than I've seen Finland. Maybe we have to fix that at some point. This place right here that you're seeing was a tea place, tea store, tea cafe, something. And yeah, the views were super nice here. We actually spent a few hours in here, I think, because as you can see, soon it gets dark. It was a cool place. I wish I recorded from the inside as well. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, that's the point, I guess, what I'm trying to make. And this place, once again, next day, this place here is a city called Cadiz, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what I should say here. This was definitely the windiest day, and right here, as we were like right next to the sea once again, the wind was crazy, like actually crazy. You can't hear it here. Be grateful, because it would destroy your ears, but the wind was so strong that it was difficult to walk, and that's something you never experience in Finland, never. Here's some cathedral, church, something, I don't really remember. We didn't go inside. And here you can see some of the streets, like of the old town, Cadiz. We also briefly went to the new part of the city as well, but this is the old part, and it's about exactly as you'd imagine an old part of a city be in Europe. But yeah, it's cool. There's some statue of some guy, I don't know what he did, but you know, cool. Overall, it was just an enjoyable place. That's really all I have to say about this. There's some square here, and a statue, and some information there, I guess. I didn't read them because, I don't know, I was too busy heading to the statue. Now, at this point, I have no idea what I'm supposed to say, but yeah. This is the new part of the town. Yeah, this was a really long clip that I filmed, so I'm probably not gonna show all of it. But yeah, there is really nothing to say here. It's a city, and it was a cool city, but there is, I feel like there's not much to say here. So yeah, I'll just move on to the next clip.
Okay, hello and welcome back to Connell. Here we are for my final day here. I just decided to come here and just walk around, find something to eat, and yeah, nothing much. So tomorrow I am heading back. But yeah, well, you can see how it's looking here.
Given I didn't have much to say there. And what this clip is, yeah, I was dragged into a bar where there was some dancing event, and my stupid brain decided to record this like that, so you can't even see anything. But yeah, but hey, we are back to Seville. Wow, the place where this whole thing started. So yeah, this was the day I was leaving, so I came back to Seville. A few hours before, I got to spend a few hours in the city before I went back to the airport, and I found this really cool store. This like comic manga store right here, a lot of statues. Didn't buy anything, they were pretty expensive, but you know, I was glad to see that. This right here, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that building is, I have no idea, but I saw some people walking up there, so I don't know. That was weird, I guess. I wish I could have gone up there, but I have no idea how. Yeah, and this place right here was the last place I spent time in Seville. I just sat down and enjoyed the place, because soon it was time to order an Uber and head back to the airport. So bye bye Seville, and well, here's the airport of Seville, I guess. Very interesting, you know. Not much to say. If you've ever been to an airport, you know what this place is like. And yeah, it was time to go back to the plane and start my flight back to, well, not back to Helsinki, because I had a transfer flight in Alicante. Alicante, I don't know how to say that, but yeah. This was one of the best clips I filmed, because I had the window seat, and this flight was so interesting because it was we were flying inside Spain, of course, from one city to another. So the plane was like really, it didn't go as high as planes usually do, I feel. So I could see everything for the entire flight, even though it was like an hour. I could see like everything, and I had the window seat, so it was so nice to just look down there. And I'm glad I got to film this stuff as well, because it's beautiful footage, and definitely one of the most interesting flights I've ever been on, because this was actually the only time I have had a flight inside a country. So you know, that was something. And this clip right here is from the Alicante airport. Really quick clip. I was in a hurry, I just wanted to film something. I had a really short time there. I had a very little time, like an hour, and you know, I was in a hurry heading to the next plane, which was of course back to Helsinki. And yeah, there's Helsinki for you in the dark. It's Helsinki. But yeah, this trip is coming to an end now, and I really thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and this was something very different. I've never done anything like this before, but if you enjoyed, please let me know. And you know, if there's something I should improve on, which there definitely is, tell me, let me know, because I want to get better at doing what I do, even though it's stuff I don't usually do like this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!